The devil was telling Jesus that he could have what Jesus already created.
Yeah.
See, I don't think you hear what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so let's put it in layman's terms. If I took you to your house and said, listen, all of this house right here in Riverwood, all this house right here in Humble, all this house right here in the gates over there by the road that you turn off and you get off the Beltway, all this will be yours. If you would just bow down.
Yeah.
Now, I'm pretty sure if I was having this conversation with Cole, that he would say, now, Pastor, I love you. But I pay this house note here already. So I don't need to worship you for what's already that belongs to me. What he was doing, and I need you to understand this, the devil was distorting or trying to distort the vision that Jesus had. He said, I'm going to show you the vision because all of this belongs to you. But if I could distort your vision to believe that I will give you what belongs to you already, maybe I can get you off focus. See, when it already belongs to you, even though you may not have acquired it yet, you got to have enough faith to know you can't give me the promise that God has already. See, there are going to be some people who are going to tell you, if you get with me, I will give you this. And it will sound like it lines up with the vision. Because let me tell you how crazy it is. And I'm going to use some tangible things, but this is not what it's about. So if God has told you that you're going to own the house, and then somebody comes to you and say, if you were with me, we could go get that house. It sounds like it lines up with the vision. Because you were saying, well, you promised me the house, Lord. And he's saying if I get with him, then we can get the house. Now it seems like it makes sense. But the reality of it is, he is trying to give you something that the Lord has already promised you. And if it takes you away from the vision, it's not the way God intended it. See, if you're not careful, there will be some close calls to your focus that will make you feel like if I do it this way, I can get to that. It will sound good. It will look good. It will even be enticing to a point because you're saying, I know the promise. And the promise was this, and it sounds like what he's saying, but it don't sound like the directions that I had to get to. When God has spoken something in your life, when God has called a thing to being in your life, listen, I need you to understand this, because in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And so every time the Lord spoke, something was created, that it happened. That when he said, let there be light, when he said it, the light showed up. That when he spoke, the beast in the field, that it showed up. So when he made you the promise, when he spoke the promise in the vision in your life, you need to know that the vision has showed up. You have to be willing to walk to and go through what you have to go through to get to the vision. But if he has spoken it, it is already. If he said that you will come out of this, there is a victory party waiting for you. You have to walk through it. You have to go through it and have enough faith to know that as long as I do it God's way, I will get the kind of result that God has. For me, some of us are still waiting for our vision because we're doing it somebody else's way and expecting it to turn out how God told us it would. Oh, Jesus.
Come on.
Some of us are still waiting for our vision because we're going about doing it the wrong way and expecting it to look like what God promised. I cannot make a cake without sugar, without some flour, and without whatever else that Mama and Shonda do to make the cakes look like they look.
All right,
I can't put salt and baking soda and something else together and expect it to be a cake and get frustrated when I got a bunch of something that's not what I expect.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of wet mess. With the expectation that it's going to taste sweet.
All right.
Before Jesus responded to the devil in this, Jesus said to the devil, away from me. Told him, man, get away from me.
Yeah.
Look, we done went through this for far too long. I'm focused on the vision, and if you're going to keep on trying to detract me or deter me from the vision that God has for me, get away from me.
All right. Yeah.
It's going to sound cold, it's going to sound rough. There's some people in your life you're going to need to tell them, get away from me.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Amen.
Hey, listen,
Yes.
I'm focused on what God has told me to do.
Praise the Lord.
And if you're going to keep trying to deter me away from what God has said, I know that He promised me that we were going to make it through this. He promised me my healing. If you keep telling me that we ain't going to make it, it's not lining up with the vision. I know that it's rough right now. I know that it's hard sledding right now. But if you keep telling me that we ain't going to be able to make it, maybe you're not going to be able to make it. But I'm holding on to every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God, and I'm focused on what He said. Away.
All right. Come on.
From me.
For real.
Away from me. Away from my vision. Away from my promise. Away from my call list. Away from my Facebook. Away from my Instagram. Away from my this and my that. And we're not going to walk in the direction that God had. Away. Because you are disturbing my focus. And when you disturb my focus, you disturb my peace. And if you affect my focus and my peace, you can cause me to stumble and to fall. Because even though it's rough outside, I got to have enough peace that I'm going to make it to the vision. See, you got to understand that in this 40 days and 40 nights of fasting, Jesus was preparing Himself for the road that He was going to go through in His 3 years of that open ministry that He was going to go through. He was in preparation to be able to go to Calvary's cross. It started all the way back then, and He was getting Himself together and lining Himself up with the Spirit. He was getting focused on saving the entire world. He didn't have time to listen to this nonsense. And if you are truly going to make a difference in your family, if you truly going to make a difference in your community, if you truly going to make a difference in your city, you got to know that it is enough importance for you to tell some people away from me, because the vision that God has for me is bigger than a few pieces of bread.
All right. Come on.
And trying to prove something to somebody who don't love me anyway. And somebody trying to give me what already belongs.
Right. Come on.
How you gonna give me the promise that He already gave?
Yeah.
How is that gonna work? I can remember this, and I'm gonna close. I can remember as a young kid having my oldest sibling tell me that if I washed the dishes, which was not my chore, that my oldest sibling would give me something that really already belonged to me. And the first couple of times that I was washing dishes, I was saying, I really need to get what belonged to me, even though it was already mine.
Yeah.
Finally, the light came on.
I know it.
And I was getting ready to wash these dishes. And I said, wait a minute. You mean to tell me that you want me to work for you to get what already belonged to me? And it's already in my possession? We laugh. But many of us are having conversations with the devil about how we gonna get what already belongs to us. How we gonna be able to walk in not understanding that it already belongs to me. So how are we gonna negotiate about something that already belongs to me? I had to get my kids straight on Father's Day, but and so we'll clean our room if we can. No, listen, let me explain something to you. You're gonna clean the room because it belongs to your father. But I want to allow you to habitate the room that belongs to your father.
Okay.
As you do what you're supposed to do
Yeah.
in your father's house. It's time for us to stop negotiating about what belongs to us.
All right, come on now.
And start walking fully focused in the vision that God has for us. If we can stay focused, the enemy will have no choice but to get away. You don't believe me? I'm sharing this with you. I know it's Father's Day, but if you truly want him to get out of your life, stop answering the phone every time he calls.
Come on, right? Come on.
If he calling you at 1:36 a.m. and you keep answering the phone, he gonna keep calling.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna be focused
Amen.
on the task at hand, stop picking up the phone.
Yeah.
He may call a couple more times, but if you stay focused to God, you will walk into the vision that he has for you. I know that as men, sometimes it's hard as we're guiding our households. And sometimes there may be some extra conversation in the house. But even in your house, you got to stay focused.
Amen.
Because if we're going to do it God's way,
All right now.
I don't care what anybody else says. I don't care what Jimmy does around the corner. I don't care what Billy Bob and them are doing on the next block. If we're going to trust God, we're going to stay focused on the vision.
Amen. Amen.
And in this house, God said that the vision for this place is to change this world one life at a time. And so if we're going to change this world, we got to stop focusing on the other stuff and focus on saving souls.
Amen.
And focus on deliverance and focus on
Amen.
healing.
Come on
We want to
now.
change this world.
Praise the Lord. Praise the
We
Lord.
got to not worry about the outside noise, not worry about the naysayers, not worry about the yay sayers, but stay focused on the word. And for our full success in our homes, it's going to be time. It's going to require our full attention.
Amen.
Partial attention will never get the fullness of God. And so, our first appeal is, if you have not accepted Jesus as your personal Lord and Savior,
Amen.
I want to give you the opportunity to accept him now. Because if you're going to maintain the vision, it's going to require 100% focus